What's up, everybody? Well, I got another gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to be doing Gotham Knights on the secondary PC here, which consists of a 5800X3D, an RTX 3090, and those are the two big components. And then we got 32 gigs of CL14 dual rank memory at 3600 megahertz right now. I might be able to get it up to 38 now, but haven't bothered with it. It's been totally stable right now. And from what I hear, this 5800X3D doesn't really get as big of a benefit from RAM as the other Ryzen 5000s do because of that large cache, L3 cache thing it's got going on. But anyway, I still might do and tinker with it a little bit sometime, but for now, no. And then motherboard's a Tai Chi, and the CPU's cooled by a EK360 all-in-one basic, and then it's powered by an RM 1000 watt power supply by Corsair. So now, why don't we go hop on into the game and see if it's improved, which it did a little bit on the Steam Deck and on the laptop, so I'm hoping it'll be very playable here. Well, now let's get some gameplay footage here, but first, let's go through the settings. So here we go. We're going to start off on low and just work our way up. Alright though, that's already the bottom, so let's get into the game for the first time on this guy and see how it does. Well, let's get some gameplay on low first off. And then we'll move up the graphics settings just like we did on the rest of the systems.
You won't believe what just happened.
Who's that?
So far so good, well over 60 FPS so far, but I would hope so with what I've got in this thing. I'm still a little concerned on whether or not it's going to be able to do ray tracing and highest and all that stuff without going under 60, but I guess we'll have to wait till we get there to see. Take that, car. Now it's full of speed holes, as Homer Simpson would say. Still though, pretty impressive performance for sure. Certain spots we drop down into the lower hundreds, but
hero.
most of the time we're up in the 120s. Alright though, let's move along. Up to medium now. So, let's go through the settings again here. See what all the medium settings here behold. I also turned FSA on instead of no aliasing, since we are a medium after all. And there we go. That is the bottom. So, game time. All right. Let's get a little medium gameplay in now, shall we? Yep, we'll just keep running around getting our data. So far, so good. As you can tell, though, even on a 5800X3D and a 3090, we still get random little like frame time spikes. But it is what it is.
Thanks for helping out.
Alright, let's zip line around again a little bit here. Alright though, why don't we go ahead and move along now. Time for high now. So of course we'll just cruise through the settings again. We got TAA on Gen 4. And alright, that's the bottom, so let's go back into the game now. Well, now we're on high, so let's get a little gameplay here. At the beginnings of these, I kind of stood around for like a couple seconds because I wasn't sure, since it's borderless, if the damn NVIDIA has started recording thing would show up. So that's why, if you're ever wondering why I stopped for a couple seconds at the beginning, that is why. But it seems like it doesn't. But I didn't know that till I got to this point. All I do is make sure a picture appears when I do a video, and as long as that happens, I'm like, okay, cool, it didn't fail. Sweet. What I should start doing, though, is checking them out all right then and there. Then I can go, oh, this one right here is corrupt. Well, we're all hooked up still, so let's just try again. You know, instead of being like, oh, we've got to editing. Oh, it's corrupt. Now I have to, like, exit out of the whole video. And I don't like doing that. So, yeah, but that would probably work better. I gotta work on that. A little more random stutter.
Got a plan.
But at least it's getting still pretty damn high FPS.
Be careful. This is a bad block.
Alright though, moving on. Well, now it's time to do highest, so of course we're gonna go cruise through these settings just real quick here. Then we'll do ray tracing and DLSS. I almost called it FSR, but no, we're on a NVIDIA GPU now, so it's DLSS. And we're also on TAA Gen 5. Don't know how much difference that is from 4, but hey, we're turning it on because it's the highest setting it has for anti-aliasing. Well, now let's go get some highest gameplay in now.
Could that be Red Hood?
20 pounds of jalapeno flavored beef jerky.
Nope, we can't hop this fence, can we? Nope. I'm hitting the jump button and he ain't doing it. He's saying, fuck you, it's too tall. That's okay. We'll just zip line out of here.
I hope you're tougher than you look.
Oh, what's down this little alley? It's actually dirt in the frickin' city. Amazing. Almost no dirt roads in cities usually. But this isn't even really a road. This is just like dirt underneath a frickin' underpass for frickin', I think it's the subway. Yeah. I should probably not mess with them, but I really want to go mess with them.
Could that be Red Hood?
Who's that? Yeah.
All right.
Can't be happening.
This was a good spot to stop. Why don't we go try ray tracing now? Well, now it's time to give ray tracing a try. So let's cruise on down here real quick. As you can see right there, it's on. And we're leaving the rest of the game maxed out as well. Because that's the kind of way you'd want it to usually do with ray tracing anyway. You're not going to want to be super low with ray tracing on. But now, to the game. Well, now here we go with some ray tracing. So let's see, where should I go? Let's go this way. See, we did drop to 59 for like a split hair of a second there, but let's see if we can stay above 60 besides that.
You? I
you guys get. Wine and liquor.
Hey, hero, welcome to the neighborhood. Hope you got what it takes.
I might just have what it takes. We'll have to wait until I actually start playing the game and not just running around getting footage before I know that or not. Oh, nope, we still dropped down to 57 there for a split second. But it is doing a bazillion% better than it used to do with ray tracing enabled. That used to just be a stutter show to the point where it'd be basically unplayable no matter what. But I think that was probably taken care of in that first 22 gig update. Well, now let's do ourselves some FSR now. So let's just cruise through all these settings first. And we're going to start off DLSS with quality here. And alright, that's the bottom, so let's go see how DLSS quality does. Well, let's give DLSS quality a turn here. We pretty much got the game maxed out. Yeah, so far so good. Yeah, we're still getting stutters and whatnot here, but we're still getting quite a bit more FPS than we were getting before, so it seems like DLSS is actually helping.
What? Another vigilante?
That's right, get scared. That's why you don't talk trash. And now away, back into the sky. All right, why don't we go ahead and move on? Now FSR balanced. So of course we gotta go through the settings first. And now we can see we're on balanced right there. No ray tracing or nothing like that, just everything else maxed. But alright, back to the game. Well, now we're going to do some DLSS balanced, so why don't we go around the city a little bit more here. We should go down to the ground level first here.
I hope you know what you're doing. So that's the big guy.
Yeah, so far so good.
Red Hood.
We dropped it a little 60 a little teeny bit when we were on with ray tracing, but besides that, we've been staying well above it. Good. Though I'm not gonna lie, I don't think you should need a computer this powerful just to play this game with like decent settings. They definitely have some more work on optimization to do, at least in my opinion. But they've still done a dramatically good job compared to how it was. It was unplayable even on my secondary and primary computer. Especially with ray tracing enabled. Ray tracing was just like, alright, it's stutter time. If you want to have your shit drop down into the 30s and 40s constantly, turn ray tracing on, you know? So at least it wasn't that bad. We still do get random little stutters like that every now and again, though, but I think that's probably just DirectX 12 being DirectX 12. That'd be my best guess. We all know how DirectX 12 loves to stutter, especially if the shaders don't pre-cache before you start the game. Anyway, now, DLSS performance. So, of course, let's go scroll through these settings just real quick. Then we'll get into the game, see how it does and how it looks. Normally, NVIDIA does a little bit better on these than FSR, but makes sense. It's actually got like a lot more technology in it, and it's a lot older. So, will AMD ever get ahead? We'll see. But let's get into the game. DLSS performance now. So let's zip line and jump and walk around the city, do whatever. Oh, I thought there was somebody down here for some reason. No, I guess I must have just missed scene.
Wow. At least no one got hurt. The family will love that.
I hope so. It'll be a nice change from spending all day in front of screens. You seem in a good mood.
But I still can't believe it.
Well, seems to be doing pretty damn good. And doesn't really look that awful, really. Considering this is performance. Yeah, nope, can't hit them from all the way up here.
You cannot afford an attorney. One will be provided for you. Do you understand these rights?
Ew, someone bagged this. Ah.
There we go. Alright, fuck you guys. I'm not letting you throw that bitch shit at me. I'm out of here. So fast. And now, it's time to move on to Ultra Performance. Well, now it's time to do DLSS Ultra Performance. So, again, for the last time, before we get into my settings, we're going to scroll through here. DLSS Ultra Performance, as you can see right there, is on. No ray tracing, but everything else is maxed. Besides motion blur as well, that's just terrible in most games. But anyway, now let's go see how it does. Well, alright now, we're going to do DLSS Ultra Performance, so let's go get some of that gameplay in. And alright, it looks like... Yeah, it looks like this is actually high enough resolution for it to not look like absolute garbage. You can still definitely tell something's going on, don't get me wrong, but on the lower resolutions, this still looks pretty bad. Not as bad as FSR, but still, not great. It seems to have a flicker problem with like his armor and stuff at certain points, though. But even lights, as you've probably seen, flicker a little and whatnot too. He almost looks like he does the Dr. Livesley walk. That's awesome. And if I was hilarious, I'd put the music in right there. But knowing me, I'm stoned and we'll probably forget about that whole thing by the time it gets to me editing this. I still have to do the voiceovers for, what you call it, my main computer too. And I still have to go get my settings for this before I'm even done, and camera gameplay. But I don't have to voice record that at least, so that's at least nice. Sometimes I sit there and go, oh shit, that's so much to do, and then I gotta tell myself, oh okay, wait, a lot of it is the camera. And at least you don't have to voice over that. So that makes it so it's not like, wow, overwhelming. Alright though, why don't we just move along now? Alright now, let's do my settings. So let's just scroll through all of these real quick and I'll show you guys what I changed, which was not much. First off, I decided to try balanced, and then I decided to do ray tracing on 2. And we'll sharpen that up to 2. I think that'll look alright. And then we got the rest of this shit maxed out still. So with that, let's go hop into the game, see how that does now. Well, alright. Here we go with my settings now. Ray tracing, some balanced DLSS, and everything else maxed out. Let's see how it does. Before, you couldn't even like turn ray tracing on without making it a stuttering, unplayable map. Wow. People just keep on bouncing around when you hit them with the freaking pistols. That's just hilarious. Because we're not supposed to be killing civilians, but still, it's fun to shoot at them sometimes. And this game lets you. A lot of games are just like, nope, you can't touch them. Nope, you're supposed to be a good guy. You can't even fool around and pretend, because it's a game after all. Alright, yeah, I'll get out of the way, fine. When I'm good and ready.
What are they doing here?
Oh, ran into another one of those freaking meters.
Did you see the weather report?
All right, let's go back down here real quick. Jump back down onto the city streets and run around a little bit more, I guess.
I hope they know what they're doing.
And all right, I think that's a good spot to stop and move on to camera. Well, all right, guys, let's get ourselves a little camera gameplay now.
Who is that?
Yo, mama. But yeah, it definitely runs a lot better than it did on powerful computers like this. Like, I would not have been able to run around with ray tracing on right now. That was like a stutter fest before. I mean, don't get me wrong, it still stutters here and there, but it was already stuttering here and there without ray tracing, so I don't think that's ray tracing's fault. I didn't show settings because we're on the exact same settings we were on for the camera portion that I did for like a minute and some change right before we jumped into this. I seem to have found a dock.
Better you than nothing, I guess.
What? Another vigilante?
Show you to talk trash. That did not work. Ha! That did not work at all.
Who is that?
Feels like I just moved in.
What? Another vigilante?
Damn straight. But yeah, this is running a lot better now. But it's just sad that you need to have like an insanely crazy good computer like this, and even still it stutters here and there. And this is with DLSS on, so this isn't even native. I just did that to get a little bit extra FPS. I didn't think it would handle native. But if you didn't want ray tracing, you could probably just turn DLSS off completely and get more than playable FPS.
Red Hood? Why's he here?
Just to get some footage, of course. But they don't know that. They're NPCs in a video game. Stupid light made me think there was something cool up there, but it was just a light. What the hell is this weird-ass building?
He's even bigger than Batman.
Red Hood? Why's he here?
To get in this car's way. And shoot it. There you go. Your car has some speed holes now. Alright, fly through the sky. It sure could be. But alright, I think that's enough footage, so why don't we go right ahead and wrap this video on up now. Well, alright guys, that is a wrap for Gotham Knights on the secondary computer here. And it actually did pretty damn good. Still stutters and whatnot here and there, but more unplayable FPS throughout all the settings, even ray tracing. Though ray tracing dropped way under 60, down like into the 40s here and there. When I was not recording, I tested it. I was hoping it was just because of the recording, but nope. So I probably wouldn't do ray tracing just native, but if you include a little DLSS, it can handle it and stay above 60 basically the whole time. So that's pretty freaking awesome. So they've actually done good here, but I wish you didn't need like a freaking like $3,000 something computer like this to play it. That's a little ridiculous. The laptop should be more than capable of playing it with decent settings and at least staying above 60 at 1080p and 1440p. And yet somehow it doesn't. It's really, really annoying. But whatever. It's still very playable on the laptop. And the Steam Deck got a little more playable, but that one's the one where I'd say we're unplayable. But it might be playable on that thing for some people now. That's up for them to decide. But anyway, that's all I got for you guys for this video. Time for me to go move on to the main computer now. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And until the next one, peace out, guys.